Hi, my name is Louisa Clayton. I'm a resident architect, and I'm also on the zoning board, and have been for a few years. I want to reiterate what Marina's just said about some of these ordinances really penalizing the smaller houses on the smaller lots. I agree with her about the cathedral ceilings. I also want to say about the garage situation, one of the major things we see at the zoning board is all about parking. And so I understand people's concern about the garages being in front of the house entrance and really taking over the streetscape. But by the same token, everybody's required to have 2 parking places on their lots. And if you can't park in the front yard, you have to park in your garage, or you have to set your house back farther, or you have to have a driveway that can take you back to behind your house, where you can then have parking behind your house in your backyard. So I don't think that this garage issue can be taken up without really truly considering parking and how people are parking. Because on narrow lots, you don't have space for a driveway to get back, or you don't have space to park next to your house beyond your front yard setback. You have to park, in your front yard or in front of your house or something, and I think that also has to do with the front yard, the prevailing front yard setback as well. I think I'm up to date on it, and I think that it's talking about, holding the line of where, for the prevailing front yard, holding the line of where the houses are, which I think is great, because we had the Birch House on the one in from the corner come before us for zoning, and they asked for all sorts of things for zoning variances. The one thing they did not ask for was to come up and meet the rest of the street. And I said to them that night, are you sure you don't want to ask to come up and add that on as a variance? And they said, we can't afford the time. We can't afford the money to come back a second time. We really need to get the approvals, if we can, tonight so we can move forward. And that's a huge shame, and that is a missing tooth on that block, because they were trying to do as much, conform with as much as they possibly could, knowing that they were asking for other variances. So I think that's an important thing to think about. So thank you so much.
So
I also don't think these things should really be rushed into. I know you really want to show the general public that you're doing something and you're acting to their concerns. But I do think that there are lots of things to consider with this, and they will make a big difference. So.
Want to clarify? I just want to clarify. So you are in favor of the prevailing setback piece of this ordinance? Is that, did I hear you right? Yeah, okay.